What's up, guys? You can already see it. It's in front of you. We're not going to delay any longer. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. That's it? Yeah. It's Broly. Holy crap. He's awesome. He's in the box. He's an event exclusive. Like last time, because we've already done a Broly review. And since this is just recolor, we're just going to do a comparison just to show you the differences so you can be like, hey, maybe I want him, maybe I don't. Maybe I want to save some money. Maybe I want to spend a lot of money like a pinky toe. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this thing. Fellow viewer, do not attempt to adjust that dial because he is taking up the screen. Here you go. Broly, exclusive Broly, and original release Broly. We've got, obviously, the boxes. Same size, same thing as last time. Let's go ahead and show you the back, and please excuse the glare because this is the only way to show you guys. But just updated box on the back. Looking a little bit more sleek, cool, and showing some maybe different poses. Probably not. Doesn't look like too many different poses on there, but it doesn't matter because you can make him do whatever you want. So let's go ahead and get this dude out of the box. And here we are. Just looking at it, you can tell like a huge difference in the two. The coloration, the shading, and I'm sorry, I don't have the SDC exclusive Broly from it was 2016. Yeah, it's probably 2016. To do this comparison with because I'm not a baller like that. So you're gonna just have to deal with the original release Broly and the event exclusive. Hopefully you'll enjoy it and you'll get some stuff out of it. But holy crap, he looks awesome. Just looking at him on screen, you can tell just they did some really good improvements on the shading. So let's go ahead and show you that here. Boom. We got some just like he's got I want to say some shading. Yeah, some shading, like some skin tone shading. And yes, the other one does have skin tone shading, but I'll show the difference. Between this, he's got more of a tan look, I would say a normal color for a man of this size, probably. And then when you look at this dude, it's more pale. It's huge, and good God, this dude's boobs are huge. But it's got a more pale, it's more accurate to his movie look, which I'm assuming the 2016 SDC exclusive does the same, but I feel like the coloring on this is just a little better. The shading on the skin, the chest, honestly also, I don't know if you could tell or not, but the necklace even looks just a tad bit different. Oh, let's bump boobs. But yeah, and let's go ahead and show you the skirts. Skirts, just purple burgundy, and got some amazing shading in the details right there. Red, more of a royal red regal look, going with I guess his color scheme. But yeah, this dude is awesome. Let me show you just everything about this guy. And here we are with the double jointed knees, and shading on event exclusive Broly looks dirtier, like he's gotten to rough and tumble sort of situation, which he does. And this has got a blue look to it compared to this. This is more brown, and the jewels look pretty similar, but obviously the toes or the feet and that are going with his robe, which is just a nice touch. All right, and here we go with Broly's back boobs. Same shading as everything on the skin, looking really good, pale, kind of creepy, which is good. And this more skin tone, skin color, normal dude, not as accurate as this guy with his his pale, creepy back boobs. I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, why are there spiky leaves on the screen? I get it. That's not spiky leaves. That's Broly's hair. And there he is, left being, you know, it's got some green tinting in the hair. This has got some green tinting as well. More of a dark, giving it just an awesome shading look for the thing. And dude, these spiky hairs are just like, you could hurt someone if you really wanted to. You'd be like, hey, robber, don't come into the house, I got a Broly. And he's like, what? And then you just stab him and it's done. And that probably wouldn't work. I would not recommend doing that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it would do something. And let's go ahead and run over, you know, the normal articulation. He's got the full 360 motion on both arms. Legs can split about that much, which is pretty impressive for the size of just his size in general. And we can see, obviously this is a recoloring, so there's really no difference between any of the three versions. But there's this skirt, it's hinging on some stuff right there, and it's got a ball joint for that thing. I don't know if you can see it or not. Right there. Boop. Thank you, Will Smith. Greatly appreciate it. And this one, the back one doesn't have a hinge, so you can't really move too much, but the side ones do, so you can make a skirt go up pretty high. He's got the double jointed knees as we saw earlier, with the shading going all around, which is, it's just great. I love the attention to detail on this figure. He's got the ball joint in his ankle. Can do that. Can swivel all the way around, which is cool. Also, forgot to mention, obviously the bicep swivel, and he's got a ball joint in there, which is normal for the course. He does have some butterfly joints right there. I'm not sure if these are considered complete butterfly joints, but they do act the part for butterfly joints. And my favorite part, you know what it is, his toes. His toes are a little disappointing compared to what some of the other Figuarts can do, but that's okay because Broly's a big man. He probably doesn't have that much limberness in him. Also, you know, he's got the double jointed arms hinging at the elbow, which is good. And he can raise up about that. So if you want to make him say Steve-Alt! Steve-Alt! Then that'll work. He does have a little bit of an ab crunch right there, bending all the way back like that, and bending like so on his thing, so you can make him look down just in case. And for Broly being such, I don't want to say an older figure, but an older figure, he does have some pretty cool technology going on with the neck, which I thought was pretty creative. He's got the, I don't even know what that thing is called. It looks like two ball joints connected together, going into the neck, and also, as you can see, going into the head for the hairpiece. And it can bend that far, but I really have no idea why you would want to make this man bend that far. And can't really go too far back as far as looking up, so that would probably be the reason for that. And if you wanted to, you could kind of push it up like that. I know it doesn't really make sense without his face, but you could push it up and then make him look up. Okay, so here you go. We can see the hair pieces, the little detachable hair piece that comes with Mr. Super Saiyan Legendary Broly. Of all the names, first of his name, last of his name, not too sure on that, but he's got some green tint, as we saw earlier, in between the middle of the hairpiece. And same thing goes for the new release event exclusive. Does have some green there. It's just I'm gonna say subtle compared to the other one. The other one's like somebody took a highlighter, and apologies for the dirty hair, Broly. didn't know that my display case was that dusty. So there's a look into my life. And back pieces, you know what it is. No shading, but that's where he connects to his head. Really no differences on the hands. Looks like the fingernails have a little bit more definition, and so do the, I don't know, phalanges, metacarpals, carpals. I want to say carpals because they're not metacarpals. And the event exclusive, looking good. I like the shading. Shading on the back of the right one. Other one's just kind of a plain fleshy pale color, or not pale, fleshy color. And kind of fooling you guys, doing some testing here, but the left is now the event exclusive. That is a Diamond Dallas Page symbol. Yes, it's pretty cool. Same thing, the shading on the left looks a little better than the right, and matches with his actual body, which is cool. And here's some angry hands, Kamehameha hands, or some old school throw hands. This one is event exclusive. The left is obviously original release. Shading looks good. Carpals are more defined than the left, which, surprise, surprise. The back of them, same thing. The fingernails are a little bit more defined. Fingernails are a tad bit more defined if you ask me, but that's about. Same thing goes for the other set. And yes, I'm testing you again. Left is event exclusive. Other one is plain original release Broly. OG Broly, as some of us like to call him. I can't really go too much into detail with this just because it's the same as the other one, so I'm not gonna bore you. Here we go with some fists. Obviously, right is event exclusive, left is original release OG Broly. Shading looks really good on the right, and same thing for that. Not too much of a difference, just matching his new skin tone. Boom! You know, the same thing over and over again. So yeah, really no difference except for right is matching his new skin tone. And here we are with the actual exciting stuff. Right, event, left, OG. The lining under the eyes, as you can see. He's got just more detail, more shading. Even he's got that little eyebrow furrow up there. And unlike the Vegito comparison, they both do have shiny earrings, but the right has a little bit more pale of a look, which is really cool, which is matching the rest of his jewelry on his body. Out of all these accessory comparisons here, here's the biggest one I noticed. Look at the eyes on the right. It's got more of a squinty look, not just a straight flat around the bottom. And he does have some more definition with that, and also has the eyebrow furrow. And I had to double check it for a second, but it looks, if to the untrained eye, you would think that event exclusive has a bigger smirk, bigger smile, but that's just because of the shading on his mouth, which doesn't come with the original release. Out of this, I gotta say, this is my favorite face piece here that he comes with. The yelling is more defined, I want to say, on the right, and it's got more of a squint. If you look at the right eye, it looks like it's kind of like bulging out like he's crazy, and the mouth has a more pinker tone to it than the original release. Obviously got the eyebrow furrow and the under eye thing, which just gives it more definition, more detail, which I love. I really didn't think I was gonna have to show the comparison on the two Ki Blasts, but boy did they do some different stuff here. As you can see, the right is more translucent, kind of matching up with what Vegito Blue in our last video had with his Ki Blast as well. This has got more of a crystal ball look to it, and also has the pale on the bottom. And the biggest thing that I noticed in these Ki Balls is that it's just got one peg hole for the thing compared to the new release. More translucent, and yes, it's like 4 key balls. So if you just like one spiky side better than the other, that's what they did for you. You're like, I want this spiky side to show in my picture. Well, that's what you can do with this new release of the little key ball. If you had to ask me, I think I like the original release better because this doesn't look right. We'll go to Tony and see what the actual one looks like. Tony! But there we go. Key ball with the 4 holes. The other key balls look exactly the same. I'm not going to bore you with it. And also, he does come with another stand because this is a recolor and not a new release. Just a recolor for event stuff. Just to kind of make you like, do I really need it? Well, I'm here to tell you or help you decide, do you really need it? In my opinion, right now, yes. But don't lose a pinky toe over it. Alright, so here we go, Broly side by side with his original release. And also I wanted to mention, look at the shine, look at the shimmer on those gauntlets, bracelets, bangles. They're not bangles, really big bangles maybe? I don't know. That is something that I'm noticing more on this guy. Obviously the first one does have some shine, but boy oh boy is that shiny on the right. So I know I have done Broly before. I have reviewed Broly before, but I think those were in my earlier days. I was just like, look, it's a toy, yay, Broly, blah, blah, blah. This time, we'll actually go ahead and show you guys what's up with him. This dude is a monster, standing at about 9, exactly, maybe 9 and a quarter, with that crazy hair. And forehead, we got 7.5, a little bit over 7.5, which is crazy. Most of Figuarts are a little smaller, especially Vegeta being a little tiny boy. But let's go ahead and show you some size comparisons to some other guys here, just because it's so fun to see him dwarf everyone. And here we are with Majin Vegeta standing at obviously short compared to Broly, and he looks appropriately scaled, just like last time, but I'd say he just dwarfs everyone. So yeah. And here we go with Awakening Goku, standing a little higher than Vegeta, obviously, which I like. And he's about to his abs, so appropriately scaled. Tony? Yes. Okay. And another one of this year's release, Resurrection F Frieza, or just Resurrection Frieza for people that don't want to use the F because reasons unknown. But I would say it would not be a good idea for Frieza to give Broly a hug.
You got your dick all on my forehead, Regis.
And just for giggles and more giggles, there is Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Juggernaut. Can you look towards the camera, Juggernaut, please? I really don't like it when you guys don't pay attention. Juggernaut is bigger than Broly, but that makes sense. And dude, I talk about dwarfing people all the time, but Juggernaut might be doing some other stuff here. And lastly, just for some more fun, we've got Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Rhino. Looks like he's the same size maybe as Broly, which is cool. Obviously not as imposing as Juggernaut, but still really cool. So there you guys have it. Let's go ahead and get this ugly dude out of the shot. So there you guys have it. We have done articulation comparisons, accessories, size, and paint apps. Yes, paint apps. That's all. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and show this dude off.
Get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get money, get this money, get money, get money, get money, get money, get
Ladies and gentle collectors, as you can see, Broly is freaking awesome, just looking great. And I did want to retcon some things I said earlier. Obviously Broly is my favorite character, blah 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 blah. In the movie, he still has that bright red royal regal look to him. Doing some reviewing while I was doing all the posing and stuff, and so it's kind of a bummer that they get the color perfect, they get the shading perfect. It looks great, but it would just be better if it was that bright royal regal red. It's kind of a bummer, but it's no biggie. It's no biggie. It still looks amazing. I'm not going to be a big stickler about it. Let's go ahead and rate this dude. Last time I rated this guy, I was making up some pretty going through because, I don't know, Conan and stuff made sense to me in my head. Wasn't really clear on what was going on. Man, it's really hard to not be biased about this guy because he is my favorite and he looks so freaking good, especially on the camera right now. Oh man, he's an older figure, honestly, which is crazy. Like there's no update to him whatsoever. He's just an awesome figure. I don't want to give him that coveted 10 because it's the color, the red. The red's gonna take that coveted 10 away from him. So let's go ahead and give him a 9.5. Yes, a 9.5, ladies and gentle collectors. So that is for Broly. If you agree, let me know in the comments. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. Yeah, like if honestly, dude, if you could get him, pick him up, you might have two of the other Brolys. I really think he's a really good addition to the collection. If you are a completionist or this is going to be your first foray into Broly, and you don't want to shill out Pinky Toe for the SDC exclusive, and maybe you could just give him like a finger for this guy, because right now he's not going too bad, but I would pick him up. He's an awesome figure. 9.5 is what I'm giving him. Me and Tony are not collaborating. We are collaborating, but I'm not going to say we're because it's me. It's Compton. It's not Tony. So yeah. So if you were following my Instagram this past week at LeCompton _projects, you knew that Broly was coming this week because I had a little survey and some people participated, and an overwhelming amount, as in 100%, said Broly. So here we are doing Broly. Not doing Broly. Reviewing Broly. Good God, do I need to figure out some other ways to say this. But yeah, remember to like, subscribe, comment, share, because sharing is caring. Hit that notification button right up there. And until next time, guys, Compton out. Tony, if I got to tell you one more time.
Get the money, get money, get money, get money, get the